another episode of Junkyards and Barn Finds with Sean, and I'm Sean.
All right, guys, the next model for Model Monday that we're going to make sticks with the AMT reissues. And this is another reissue from, which round two? It's the 1969 AMT Ford Torino Cobra Fastback. All right, now, I know that's what they're calling it, and the front grille is a Cobra Fastback. But the rest of the car, and if I look at my book, The Muscle Car Kings of Street from the Golden Era, excuse me for the cough, is, and this looks a lot like, except for the front grille, this looks like a 1969 Ford Talladega. Now, they were pretty much the same car. The nice thing with this book is it shows you the engine and it shows you the interior, at least the dashboard. But I'll be able to use this as a reference. The box itself shows that you can build this as the street version, and that it comes with detailed bucket seats. It comes with the extra detailed 428 engine, Cobra Jet, a hood scoop, and you can either have Blue Streak racing tires or pad printed Goodyear tires on this one. Build it one of three ways. You can either build it as a stock, custom, or racing, except it has an all new decal sheet. And the new decal sheet has no numbers for racing on it, but it does have all the license plates. It's got stuff, the engine decals for the air cleaner. It's got Cobra stickers for the sides. It's got both white and black pinstriping. It's got some letters here. Excuse me, again. It's got a couple different license plates on here, and then it's got some sponsor stickers that you could put on, and it also has, if you look right here, the Cobra logos for the side Cobra 428 right there. So we will probably be using these. I wanted to make this into a race car, but the grille, and let's start looking at some of the stuff that comes with it here. So here is your chrome package. It only comes with the one grille, and this grille actually, so this grille has actually got the headlights blocked off as if it's a racing Cobra Fastback Torino. So I don't know where the other, I don't see another grille on here, so we may actually have to make this a race car. I think that's a mistake that they probably did, or there was something right here, and I didn't see that in the bags or anything, so it might have been missing. And it looks, I don't know if there was something missing there or not. It looks like the regular grille should have been here, and it doesn't look like it's broken off or anything. Maybe it is. Maybe it's just missing that part. Let's look on the back. This is one of the things, if you guys have never looked on the back. So if we're looking here, nope. So it shows you all the different pieces you should have, and there is an empty space there. So I think that they took the wrong grille out of this box, because they left you the racing grille, but they put new decals that don't have racing numbers. And it looks like there's only three. Oh no, there's four. 1, 2, 3. So you have these four wheels, The rear, here's the big block manifold headers. We've got, what is that? That is an air cleaner right there. Here's another air cleaner here for dual quads. You have the interior parts here, seats, rear seat, hood, spare tire, steel rim. We've got, let's look here, we've got the dual quad set up there for underneath. That would get the cover on there, so this would sit on the dual quads for the air cleaner. You've got some mufflers. What is this piece? Is that the back? That could be a piece that goes in the back, not sure. That's what it looks like, the back end. You got two pieces of glass here. We've got the block here, another manifold, a set of heads rather, fan. We got the steel manifolds, exhaust manifolds there, water pump, battery, fan, or pulleys with the belts rather. Inside tire for the wheels for the one set of rims. Pull this up. We've got a console right here. I think that's a console. Looks like a console. Is that the drive shaft? I don't know what that's exhaust right there. Don't know what that part is. Here's some more wheels, deep dish wheels. Here's a deep dish spare. You've got, if we're going to make this a race car, it comes with a full roll cage for the inside. There's some more parts for the roll cage. Here's some more parts for the roll cage right there. A racing seat right here. I'm not sure exactly what these pieces are. It's got two steering wheels. There's a steering wheel. Here's a steering wheel right here. Another race hub right there. And then we have another deep dish wheel right there. We've got a dashboard. Oh, we got two dashboards. So here's the dashboard for the, I want to say that's the Talladega dashboard, because it looks just like the picture of the Talladega dashboard. And then this is just a regular dashboard, because there's all the gauges right there. So you can put Talladega together or the regular non-racing one there. Hood scoops. And then I'm not sure what the rest of these little pieces are here. We've got tail lights right there. We've got the underside of the body, and it already has the rear end. It's got the leaf springs in it, gas tank. It's got the front suspension there, and this is going to have two metal, and they're over here someplace. Well, here's, oh no, they're going to be one metal. So here's one metal axle that goes in the back. The front axle looks like it is that we use wheels for this to put that together there. That's okay. And then let's see what else we got. We have an interior here with no backs. It's a backseat delete unless you put the back seat in. It does have door panels on it. It is a Fastback, so that goes there. And then of course the body shell, which looks just like a 69 Ford Talladega, as well as a 69 Torino, that's Cobra Fastback, because that's what the Talladega was based on. The only difference is the front grille of a Cobra Fastback sits more in. The Talladega came up, so it was almost flush for aerodynamic purposes, and it had like a little bump on the front without this chrome spacer in there. So see the space in there where the lights come around? That was pretty flush. So I don't know what we can do with it. We can make it without a number on it and just make it a really cool street car. We could put a number on it, make it a race car, and put a roll cage in it. Haven't figured that out yet, but we will. So next thing you're going to see me do is put together some of the sub-assemblies, and then we'll come back when the sub-assemblies are done and then go to paint. So stay tuned for the AMT 69 Cobra Torino Cobra Fastback, or Ford Torino Cobra Fastback, which I really believe is the old Talladega kit. All right, see you soon. model. That's okay. Alright guys, one of the things that you need to make sure you do is, here's these pins, and you need to have these pins. Let's see this down. It's got some flashing on it. This model does have a little bit more flashing than I would have thought, but that's alright. That's why they call it a model kit, and so because sometimes you have to do something. But these front pins here, you need to make sure you don't lose or break or anything, because you need them to go right in the hole here, and this is going to be in place of the metal axle for the front of the car. And as you can see, that hole is filled with flashing, so just take a little thing here and move it out a little bit. I have another knife, but these little clippers come in handy. Let's see. Let's push this right through. You don't want to break it, so yeah, I'm gonna have to get something else to go through there. I'm doing everything I can to not go into my toolbox for some reason. Okay. Okay. So there's the hole. Now it should go in fine. There we go. Alright, now, you don't have to glue them in there. I do. I glue this stuff because, honestly, I don't want my vehicles moving and rolling off shelves and stuff. And I know some people use different kinds of cement. I have always, since the 1980s, I've used tube cement. I just like it better, and I guess I'm just used to using it over a period of, what, 40 years? 40-some years. I've tried liquid cement, there's nothing wrong with that. I've tried super glue, nothing wrong with that. I just kind of like having tube glue. I'm just good with what I use. Alright, we're going to keep building. We've put the engine together. We can do this real quick. So we've put the engine together. And we're just doing the stock engine. And we have the stock fan belt with the fan belt, and alternator. And we put the heads on here, we put the distributor on, we put the carb on, and I'm going to paint some of this here when I do my paint. We haven't figured out a paint color, so I do like the blue. What do you guys think? I like this blue right here. So, excuse me, getting over a cold. I like the blue more than the orange. So I may just do a blue of some kind. But next we're gonna put together interior. We're not gonna use the racing parts. We're just gonna use the stock parts. Like I said, I was gonna make a race car, but there's no decals for racing anyway. So we're just gonna make a regular hot rod. And so we'll use the interior parts here. However, I think we're gonna have to go into paint next, because I have to paint the interior parts before we put together. We got the engine here like this. The sub-assembly here is ready to go, because the only other things we're gonna stick on here is an exhaust system. So I think we're gonna go ahead and paint this. So we'll go to paint, and then when we're done, we'll come back, see where we are. Because I have a whole box of paints. Wasn't sure which one I wanted to go with, but we're gonna go with this Rust-Oleum metallic and it is called, it's the 7251 Cobalt Blue Metallic. It's got some sparkles and stuff in it. It's a dark blue. I think that's going to be a good color. So we're going to do that color for the body. Interior, I'm thinking go with an off-white. So I have a couple shades of off-white I can go to. The engine block is going to be Ford Blue. I believe that's the color we're going to go with is Ford Blue on the engine block. And we're going to have to primer all this as well. So we're going to primer everything. We'll go with Ford Blue for the engine block and the Cobalt Blue for the exterior, which is a nicer dark blue. I don't, let's see, do we have any white decals? I think we do. Yeah, so we'll use the white pinstriping stuff for that. And that leaves the black for use for a different vehicle. And that'll look nice. I think that'll look cool. All right. Okay, let me show you the paint. So first we're going to use this Rust-Oleum primer, the sandable primer. We're going to use this to prime all the parts. So it's a gray primer. And for the engine, we're going to use the Rust-Oleum Sail Blue, which looks a lot like Ford Blue. So we're going to do that for the engine. Interior is going to be this Satin Blossom White. So we're going to have a Satin Blossom White interior and what did we say? The Cobalt Blue Metallic exterior. So these are the colors we're using. So when you watch us watch me do the paint, you'll know what we're doing. So let's get started on the paint. Alright guys, so we've done the panel line color right here, and we used the black panel lines to do a couple things. We've used them to do the dials on our dashboard. We've done the tires right here, or the wheels, not the tires, and then we put the wheels in the tire, some with Goodyears. They look really, really cool. We went ahead and painted the blue where the chrome was. It looks a lot better. It's still kind of shiny here on camera. Looks a lot better in person. We've also now used our panel line color again, and we've done the panel line for the front grille, and then we took our Sharpie, silver Sharpie right here, and we did the headlights there. We've also done the little silver metal pieces that are in the seats. We've also done the metal pieces on the side, which would be the handles to push the seats down. So we got that done. We have the steering column done. And next we're going to we also detailed the body right here. We did using our silver Sharpie. We did the windows. We did the chrome trim here. We did the chrome trim around the front glass. We used our black, the black accent line to do the vent right there. And again, we've done the chrome or metal, I guess it is, around the windows and such. So they're done and dry. And so next we have to do is detail the engine, which we are going to detail. Finish the engine. You'll see us do some detail there. We're also going to detail the frame. So once we detail the frame and the engine, we'll put this together. I'll detail the doors, the inner doors for here. We'll do the controls in there, and then we'll put this all together. So we'll be back when all this is together. So give me a little bit. We'll do some painting on the engine, and we'll detail the chassis. We'll put the wheels on. So we're gonna get this all done. There was a lot of flash on this, so just be prepared for that. I wanted to use this dashboard instead of the other one because I just liked it better. Honestly, it's the only reason. And once I put the panel line accent inside, then I took my Sharpie and rolled it in there, and it pulled out the dials really good because there was no accent for that. We also carefully took the tabs off of the glass, and we will be using, for the glass, we will be using Mod Podge. This will put the glass in there. It'll also put the lenses here in the tail, or in the back bumper and tail lights. We will be using different paints. So we have some Testors model paints here. We have some craft paints here. We also have other model paints here, which this is a really old one. I've had Model Masters for a long time. So we're going to use all these to detail all this stuff. So when we come back, you'll see it detailed, and we'll see you soon. We'll see you shortly. Oh, good tip, guys. When you are cleaning model paint, is Dawn, the detergent to use, a liquid detergent for washing dishes, will actually, you can use that to clean all your brushes with. I've been using that for 20 years. Liquid Dawn cleans all my brushes, and some of these brushes are 15 years old that you're seeing me use. Okay, there's that, and we can, oops, all right, we gotta put that back on, the carburetor. Meantime, let's leaf springs. So there's not a lot of detail under here because it's just the way the model was originally, the molds and all were put together. This was probably a car that was going to be used at a dealership back in the day. So the molds are more for displaying the car on the shelf of a dealer to let people know, hey, this is the car you're buying. And so they didn't really do a lot of detail underneath because they didn't really care. They just wanted to show you what a car would look like. And so that's what they did. Now I've also done gas tanks using the silver pen, by the way. Just today I feel like painting it. And yes, my paint job here, because I'm doing it one-handed. I'm holding it while I'm painting it for you guys. But of course, like I said, I don't enter this stuff in shows or anything. These just go on my shelf. So, you know, all good. It's all good. And if this was going up, if I was putting this in the show or something, I would spend a lot more time. So far, we've only got maybe 3 hours into this build so far, if that. So, not a lot of time, but it'll be cool and it'll look really good on the shelf. And you build it the way you want to. I'll build mine the way I want to. There we go. Let's tell you what. Let's put a silver pumpkin on here on the back. We'll put a pumpkin back there. We don't even have a full pumpkin on this model, so we'll just put that. There we go. All right, so that's done there. What else? We'll work on, we gotta do the battery, we gotta do, I want to do the shifter here. If this has a Hurst shifter in it, then the top of the knob is going to be white, and the stick can be chrome or silver, metal, whatever. And then we'll do the boot black. So, okay, there that is. All right, we're gonna work on this a little bit, and when we come back, we should have a lot of these parts fully painted, and we'll be ready to put together. So we can use a Sharpie, a black Sharpie if we want, and you can do the belts with a black Sharpie, you know, and it'll look great actually. So we'll just do these today with a black Sharpie. But if you want to paint them, and I paint them a lot as well, so you can paint them too. So we just do this with a black Sharpie. We'll do the whole belt here. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, you can do the inside. Now, just because you're using a Sharpie, when you're doing this like this, just remember the black ink of the Sharpie can still get wet for like a minute or so when you put it on. So you want to make sure that you don't put it on here and then you have black ink on your fingers and then you go and grab like the body of your car, because then you're gonna have you'll have black or whatever color Sharpie you're using. I've done that before by accident in the past, where I've like done the silver around the windows with a Sharpie, and then next thing you know, I got fingerprints from the Sharpie all over the car. So anyway, like I said, so that's an easy, if you don't like using paint or you don't have any paint, a lot of people have Sharpies all over the house. So there she is. As you can see, we've got the carburetor silver right now back over there. We've got the oil right here. The oil filter is white. Fuel pump is silver. We've got us a silver cap here. I mean, if you want to make it black, you just make it black. You can just make it black like that. If you want, we can do that. The distributor cap, it's silver right now. Still a little wet, but yeah, put that there. We've got batteries painted here. We've got the battery here, right there. We're gonna put red posts on there. There's the hose, the upper hose, and we've got a lot of painting done on the bottom, as I said. So we're gonna just keep working through, but I wanted to show you the use of the Sharpie, because I don't know if we've shown that yet. And then we can use the Sharpie in here if we want to put them on the window cranks or anything. If you want to do that, you can do that too. All right, we'll see you shortly. All right, guys, let's see what we've got so far. So we've built the engine. Here's the engine. So we've got our engine. It's just your standard, I guess, 390 big block. So this is ready to go in. We have our chassis, which we have not yet detailed by putting in the exhaust system, but that's all we're missing because we have to put this engine in here. The engine will sit like about there. We have our interior right here. So, which is pretty nice. It's all white, which is pretty cool. It's got the Cobra dashboard on it and the stick shift. It's got the standard steering wheel. A little bit detailed. Not a lot of detail on this, but that's okay. And then we've got the really awesome body. And I have not glued in the ends yet. The hood on this actually has hinges, so you can open it and close it and open it and close it. And so all we're going to do is put this on there. And then we have the white. See how they have the black here? I don't know if you can see the white on the decal sheet, but we've got all the decals with the white pinstriping and lettering, and that we have the white pinstriping and lettering, and that is what we got to finish. So when you come back, you'll see the finished model. We'll put this all together. So we'll put our interior, we'll put the chassis together, we'll glue this in, we'll put the exhaust on, we'll put the body on, and then we will use the white pinstripes on the body, which I think will look really nice, especially go with the interior. And so we'll see you back here once we have everything complete. So we are coming towards the end of this build of the 1969 Ford Torino Cobra Fastback by AMT, and the reissue from round 2. So we've got the body with the interiors now in. We put on the back bumper. Instructions say put it on before it goes in. Pop that there, pop that there. The lights, if you saw, we did these lights with Sharpies. Silver Sharpie first, then orange Sharpie there, red Sharpie there. So you have those lights done. Same with this side. Okay. We did a Sharpie on the radiator. The interior is all done and ready. Next we have the chassis. We have the engine inside. Unfortunately, it doesn't line up great, but it lines up enough. And so we put the exhaust in, stock exhaust with the chrome exhaust tips. Wheels look really good with this one. All we have left to do is the battery, the hose, the hood, the front grille and headlights. And we'll put the body on top of the chassis. When we come back, you'll see the car complete. Because I guess originally this car was like a screw together car, there are some remnants of that part on here. On the front here, there are 2 posts that stuck up there, and they go supposedly in these 2 post holes here. I could not get them to fit, so all I did was cut the posts here, and so now the body will just fit correctly on there. So if you have it, better luck, but I didn't, so it was easier just to cut these posts right there, since they're not actually part of any kind of real car anyway. It didn't make a difference. All right, see you shortly. All right, guys, this is our completed AMT 1969 Ford Torino Cobra Fastback in 1/25th scale, and it was a pretty good build. Couple little things that we've gone over, and we painted this in a metallic blue with white interior. I think it came out really nice. The body sits really good on the chassis. As you can see, I let it dry overnight, and I did put Mod Podge. Let me get my other bottle here so you can read it. So this is Mod Podge. We've used this in the past for glass, and I use it a lot of times when I'm just I may get some glue that you could possibly see on something. So we Mod Podged the chassis on, and then what I do is I go back with my Tester's tube glue, and I kind of glue the hard points, but it's not too detailed underneath. There was this the way the engine sat right here. There was one, the 2 pipes don't line up exactly right to come out the back, but I like the chrome tips that they gave us, and it looks good enough for me. There is one flaw. You can see it right here. I always show you my flaws. Right there when I bumped and I used my marker, the Sharpie, and it bumped and it put that little mark there. But, you know, this isn't going into any kind of contest or anything. It's just going on my shelf. I could fix that. I could just tape that off and respray it, and I might do that at a later date. But I just love the look of this car. I forgot all about these cars, honestly, until I saw the kit. I love the wheels. This was built like to a stock 427 in there. Now, the last thing we have to do, which is why we're not on our checkerboard, we're on our white turntable here. But let me open this up. So I don't like putting hinges. There were hinges. You can see where I cut them off. There were hinges on the hood. I don't like that, so I just usually just make them so they can lift off. And as you can see, the engine looks really nice in there. This was an original screw together base, because you could tell that because of the 2 round things there, and you could see where they've been filled right here. Those used to be holes. where the pins were. And that was my only iffy thing on this. All right, so we're going to go and put the decals on. However, the instruction sheet does not have anything about putting these decals on. We are going to put them on. I'm going to put these white pinstripes on, and the Cobra markings, and I don't think, do we have a license plate? Yeah, there's already a license plate on the back. We're not going to put one on the front. So we're just going to go ahead and put the pinstripes on and everything else. And when we come back, you know, where it says Cobra and Torino Cobra and all that stuff. So we're going to put these on. And then we'll be back and you'll see the finished product in about, well, you'll see it in about a minute. Well, actually, you'll see it in about 5 seconds. All right, folks. This is the final reveal. This is our completed 1969 Ford Torino Cobra Fastback. As you can tell, it came out really nice. I love the white interior. I'm glad I picked white to go with this white pinstripe. Sometimes you build a model and you have an idea what it should look like when it's done. I saw these white body stripes and I thought, you know what? I want to do this a dark color. I love the blue that was on the box. There was one of the box pictures was blue like we saw at the beginning. I wanted to do the white interior so that it would go with these white body stripes. Now, there is no instructions on how to put on any of the decals. I don't know why that's not there, but they do not have any instructions for the decal sheet. So just know that, but I kind of just, you know, you can just kind of figure out where these go. It has a whole ton of other ones for racing. Like I said, I think this was actually the race car model kit for the 69 Ford Talladega at one time. I'm pretty sure, because the Talladega was a race car and this kind of looks a lot more like the Talladega than it does the Ford Torino Cobra Fastback, but neither here nor there. I don't know what people are thinking. Anyway, it fit really well, except for one little spot, which I can show you. But the wheel combination, the tires, the Goodyear lettered tires, the original rims, everything on here does not have mirrors. The original, you know, the real car had mirrors. This does not have mirrors. And I only used the decal off the whole decal sheet. I just used these white stripes, which I really liked. But, I mean, the car just came out really, really good. My mistake right there a little bit. And then the only thing that's bothering me, I don't know why that this didn't fit right, but you can see the bottom right here of the chassis does not fit in with the interior bucket. Everything else lines up here, just does not line up down there. The engine, we built the stock engine. I don't put hinges on the hood. Some people do, some people don't. But you can kind of tell that this came out really nice. So it's just a nice looking model for the shelf. This was not made for any kind of competition or anything. I'd probably have to do some touch-up work, especially back there where I use the Sharpie. But I don't do these for competition. I just do them to show you guys what you can build out of the hood. Oops, sorry. I don't do these for competitions. I show what you can do out of the box. So I never use anything that's not in the box, although I have a giant spares box, but I never use anything that's not in the box. So if you buy the model kit, you can make this exact the way I did it, but make it the way you want. If you want to do a lime green one, if you want to do orange, if you want to do white, whatever. If you want to make it a race car, it does come with a second set of tires, which are kind of like tires that you would have for, I'm sorry, that was my dog going by. Tires that you would have for a NASCAR. But I wanted to go all stock with this, showroom stock, which is what I did. I hope you like it. It's an easy kit. It took, without drying time, it probably took about 3 hours to put together. With paint drying time and everything else, took a little longer. But I hope you like it. Our next build is a 442. You'll see that up. And this is Model Monday. Go and enjoy. I bought this one at Hobby Lobby, but you can order them online, everything else. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's coming from round 2 models These are all older kits that they've now released. It's winter time. It's starting to get cold. It's time to build a model. Thanks. We'll see you next time. Should they subscribe to this channel even if they don't like cars today for this one?
Probably just for this one.